Alright, right now we are driving the Fiat 500 Sport model. It comes with a 1.4 liter Turbo Shark or Air Tiger Air engine. Seems pretty zippy actually. Driving along here. We're in the 5-speed model. Let me see if I can put this over here so you can see me. Alright. So, we're at a stoplight right here. And we're going to turn back onto the road so I don't get lost up here in Buffalo. We have a nice sunroof here. Well, it doesn't matter for you. Alright. It's got a cool little engine sound to it. Gear shifts nicely. Put you back up there. The steering is very responsive. Nice. It doesn't feel too light, but it's not heavy. It's a good quality feel. Buttons don't feel like they're going to fall off. We're in sport mode right now, which I guess tightens up the suspension and does other things to make it go a little bit quicker here. I'm going to do one more rip up and down the road, and we're going to give this thing back. I like the feel of everything. It just feels nice quality. The controls on the steering wheel are very nice. This car, they say, gets 27 miles to the gallon in the city, which isn't bad at all. And then it gets, I think, close to 40 on the highway. And I'm driving this pretty good right now. Well, right now I'm getting 10 miles to the gallon, but it's all your driving style. The ride is pretty comfortable for a small car compared to the Volkswagen Beetle. The gear shift, just everything in here feels quality. Plastic isn't cheap. The dash is very cool here. It's got a it's like the revs chase the speed when it goes up too. It's very cool. I turn cruise control off. You're just sitting here at a red light, and it's pretty quick. I mean, if I was to do 0 to 60, I'd probably say it's around 8 seconds or so. So it's getting up into the faster range, and for something this small, oh, it's Bose speakers, so let's see how this sounds. You make me feel that vehicle. You make me feel pretty good sound system. I do like the scorpion there logo. It makes you feel nice and sporty, like you're gonna attack. The seats are very comfortable, racing style. The handbrake is in a nice location. Good armrests. I see cup holders are easily accessible. We have a charging port here for your cell phone or GPS or whatever. Visibility is pretty good as well. It's just this amazing feel when you drive in there. You see all these Fiats of different colors, and it's I don't know, it feels different than any other car dealership. Just has cars sitting around. These have vehicles, they're automobiles. I don't know, just something, this Italian heritage that's in these vehicles. I'm just surprised as to how solid the gear shifts feel. It doesn't have any of that wobbliness, like this cheap feeling to it at all in anything. These knobs are all pretty good. The gear shifts has that nice click that you know, like a solid chunk, so you know that you're in place. We're going to do a little U-turn here to see how the turning radius of this little guy is. Oh my goodness. This is a pretty fun little car, I will give it that. I think this starts at about 18,000, which isn't too bad for a vehicle this size. I mean, I think the Ford Fiesta starts around there for a nicely equipped one. This is the Sport model, which is one of the higher end ones, a little bit quicker, tighter suspension than the average model. And I think for the money, this is an all around pretty good car here. Now I gotta figure out how to get back to the car dealership. It's got quite a heater in it. And then, oh wow, that's pretty nifty. When you press in, on the dials, or one of the dials here that control the temperature, it turns on the air conditioning, so that's pretty cool too. A lot of clever things in here. You can see the dash here. It's very modern looking. Decent amount of room in the back seat there, which is surprising as well for a car this size. Alright. If I was buying this car just for me, and if you have a small family or something like that, or just going back and forth to work, this is definitely a good choice. One of the better cars that I've driven. And this is going to conclude our little demo of the Fiat 500. So basic, if you want a nice fun little car that has a decent ride, check this out. Alright, now I am in the Fiat 500. This is an automatic model. You can tell, wow, I'm not a fan of the automatic version of this too much at all. It's much slower. Wow. The difference is astronomical. My word of advice here, if you are looking to buy the Fiat, definitely go with the manual. This does have a sport shift mode, which I'll toss it into here. We're in first gear. Again, same standard things. Not as pretty as the sport model that we had earlier with the 5-speed. Wow, I find it odd how much slower this is than the manual model. Wow, oof. Completely different vehicle than what I drove earlier today. Word of advice, if you can drive standard, do it, because this is a completely different automobile. It's slow. Oh, goodness. Oh, no. I can't believe the car that I loved so much 20 minutes ago is this vehicle that I'm in now. It's choppy at short speeds. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. It's in everything auto mode. I just can't believe it. There's a lot of lag when you step on the gas that revs up really high. And, my goodness. I don't know if that's some eco mode or something, but it is not good in my book. And once it gets out of first gear, I guess it's not too bad, but my goodness. I guess just the car itself, you don't really get that tiny car feel that you'd think you would get. Like, it feels solid, like I said before. This one just, the ride is just very, very different. Wow. It seems like it has to rev up to 4,000 RPMs just to get up to 20 miles an hour. I don't understand how. That's all I have to say about this car.